General Quarters.
What's up, folks? This is Steel. Welcome back to Steelcast 27. Once again, I have a subscriber series video for you featuring the Budyonny Tier 6 Russian cruiser driven by Zampy. I got in touch with Zampy about a month ago on the World of Warships forums when I posted an offer to do a narrated ship video for anybody that was interested for the channel. Make you a star, basically. And I'm really glad that Zampy got in touch with me because he sent me an unbelievable replay. A Kraken +2 in a Budyonny, over 100,000 damage, an amazing match. And that's not with torpedoes, folks. That's just straight up gun work. And it's a casual 100,000 damage match. And what do I mean by casual? Well, he doesn't go out of his way to do anything special. He doesn't engage multiple ships at the same time. He plays smart, plays with his team, knows his role. All of this on Ocean, one of the most ill-favored maps in this game, I think, according to player consensus. But my opinion of Ocean is, well, I think it's a great map. If you can crack the code of Ocean and start playing this well, you can crack the code of World of Warships in general. And Zampy's going to put on an Ocean clinic for you today. Now, Zampy is statistically one of the best players I've seen in this game. Now, you might not become as good as Zampy, but you will become better. Ocean requires map awareness, positioning, knowledge of where the enemy team is, mix in some ammo, the proper ammo selection, some good looks, and maybe some charm. The ladies will love it. It may actually be kind of the closest thing you'll see to Clan Wars until Clan Wars comes out. And the reason being is because the team has to stay together. Now, the destroyers can go out and do their thing and spot and what have you, but the fleet itself, the capital ships and the cruisers, they have to stick together. Because this game and this map in particular favor the team as opposed to individual. And you're going to see a lot of that in this match. Zampy's team does a heck of a good job staying together, whereas the enemy team, the red team, well, they get frustrated, even in a close match. Now, the Budyonny, I have to admit, is a great ship for Ocean, just simply because of the rate of fire and the range and accuracy that this ship has. You really can put reliable shots down at distance. That's relatively safe distance. Now, you're never absolutely safe because there are battleships lurking around, but if you can make yourself hard to hit, vary your bearing, do turns here and there, they won't shoot at you that often, so you can be free to shoot at destroyers like Zampy's doing right here. And look at the accuracy of those shells. Now, he had his engine knocked out, so those would have landed flush if he hadn't had his engine knocked out. Quick readjustment, putting more accurate fire down, helping him knock down this destroyer. Now, the destroyer spotting, so if the sooner he gets down, the sooner Zampy's team's destroyers can spot free without getting hit by cruisers. Now things are starting to develop. Zampy's team is seeming to move up towards the C spot. They have ships spotted, and he's putting fire down on a Kirov, it looks like. Ooh, set a fire on the Kirov. That's nice. Kirov put it out. Ugh, that's unfortunate. But still, accurate fire, and that's the problem. If you have a repair kit available, use it when you're not under fire, because this is what happens. A fire on the front, one of the hardest spots to get a fire on, and that's not going to go out. That's going to burn. But regardless, that Kirov continues to plow forward straight into at least 8 green team members. At this point, he's got to realize to turn out, but he's going to be given some broadsides. I think Zampy could get away with shooting AP. It looks like some people are crushing him with AP, and that's one of the reasons why you don't like to turn out with the Kirov. That's a quick 2 kills, ladies and gentlemen. And not a single shot fired in return at his direction. That's unbelievable. Budyonny is a great ship. Now he's looking at a destroyer at long range. Some buggy replay action going on. Let's see if those rounds can hit. That's a tough shot. Now, Destroyer at 10 clicks is probably the maximum range that a Budyonny can hit, at least somewhat reliably. I'm not saying you're going to be hitting with 50% of your shots, but you got to take those shots when you're in a Budyonny. You never know. The rate of fire is excellent on this thing. Even if you miss, you have more rounds out. Here comes another red team member coming into the semicircle of death from the green team. He's trying to maintain some range, but look at this Budyonny's guns. And Zampy's team is doing a great job at focus firing. You can tell, like, all of the rounds going at this guy. And finally, this guy starts shooting back at Zampy, but AP at this range, that's a good angle on Zampy's part. It's not going to pen anything, not going to do much damage at all. Maybe get an overpen, maybe knock out a turret, but no citadels. Meanwhile, Zampy and his team are just whittling this guy down, punishing him. He's not long for this world. They need to finish him off, and there we go. He's done. And he didn't do really that much wrong. Now this Atlanta, oh boy, Atlanta's. And quickly Zampy changes to AP, which is a smart move on an Atlanta, because the problem with the Atlanta is their range. I mean, it gets him into so much trouble. I mean, he's well within Citadel range when he starts opening up, and the only thing he can do is lob HE in return at guys. And Zampy's gonna, oh, he puts a nice Citadel down on that Atlanta. Oh, I feel bad for these guys. Anytime you try to do something, especially on a map like Ocean, it's probably like the opposite of the Budyonny on Ocean. Just a terrible ship. Can't get any fire down without receiving twice as much damage in return or more, and this guy's gonna pay for it. He's trying to fight, but again, look at that focus fire. Dozens of rounds in the air towards him. Everyone's just trying to feed. Now, quick map reassessment, and Zampy finds a battleship that's creeping up. Now the problem with this enemy team is they're strung out. And Zampy gets a nice fire on a Nagato. Yeah, they're strung out now. Look, they have guys in the north, they got guys in the south. They're trying to put a cohesive, they can't focus when you have that many ships spread out in that fashion. Now they have a bulk of enemy ships at A and B, but they have some guys out in the wings that are just waiting to get pummeled. And they're going to get picked off. Now the guys in the middle and B are just, they're going to get focused one at a time unless this team moves as a unit, and they're just not doing that. And this Nagato decided that he's had enough and he's going to try to take the brunt, but there's just too many cruisers up on Zampy's team. Just too many. And you have to give a shout out to Zampy's battleships too. Every time a ship's been spotted, they've been putting some fire down on them, getting those big hits. And the cruisers, well, they do like a damage per second kind of thing. So you get some big hits and some damage per second. Look out! Well, that was RNG. I don't know if he overshot, but there's nothing you can do with battleship rounds coming in on with these cruisers. Not at tier 7. If they find that sit box, it's a Citadel. And there, he gets a quick fire down on Destroyer before he switches to a Pensacola. And once again, like I said, these guys are getting frustrated. They're getting very frustrated because they're coming in one at a time, and it's allowing Zampy's team to take advantage of that. Look at the focus fire. There's 3 ships shooting at one. And what is he shooting back at? I don't know, I can't tell. He's going to come through that smoke pretty soon. Yep. And there's that lurking Destroyer trying to do some spot work for his team. Now Zampy switched to AP on a... That's a Pensacola. It's probably at the max range a Budyonny can sit a Pensacola. The Pensacola's not an armored beast. I think those were a little high. You got to hit waterline to get a Citadel. And he's just driving straight. He's just asking for it. See, there's bouncing. So I think there's shots... I think the Citadel armor on the Pensacola at this angle, if he was broadside, he might be able to get sits, but it looks like he's bouncing some. So they're probably hitting the sit box, which has a little bit more armor, but still, Yep, they're bouncing. But he's still doing massive damage on this guy. Thousands, shaving thousands off per salvo. And now the Pensacola is just a dead duck. He's just sitting duck. 3 guys at least shooting at him. And he decides to take a pot shot at Zampy. Nope, he was shooting at that battleship. And he's down. But Zampy's being really disciplined. Whenever he gets a chance to engage a ship, he's checking his positioning and moving away if his guns allow him to do so. Now this Cleveland, he was looking to go Cap C, but I think he's having second thoughts. The old move in reverse technique, and once again Zampy moves out. He could have turned in, but he'd be turning into 4 enemy ships. But he decides to turn out because he's still putting reliable fire down on a Cleveland at max range. And that Cleveland, I think Zampy's the only one shooting at him now.
The enemy is about to win.
Yep, it looks like it. Just a few more rounds, and he's going to go down. Yep, he's down. All right, so it's a close match still. And here, another guy coming in. I think this is a New Mexico. But the bad news is Zampy's team's got him in a cruiser, and then the rest are battleships. So this is a close match. This could go either way. But the battleships are putting good fire down. Getting real good fire down. Zampy's chipping away. Got a quick fire. Now the 6-inch guns on a battleship when he's angled with HE sometimes can just troll you. You'll get no damage. You'll knock out like an AA gun or something. But other times you'll get like a couple thousand in a fire. It's strange. Whoa, look out. Zampy's got 2 fires going on that new Mex. Now he's going to go down. That's excellent. And a Confederate. Pops a Confederate up. Alright, so it's starting to get out of hand. The only things that are threats are this battleship. There's a Budyonny back there still. And 2 destroyers now. One of them's a Mutsuki. And Mutsuki can change the dynamics of the match because he's got those torps that can hit hard. Oh! Mutsuki spotted. Terrible mistake on the Mutsuki's part. Shouldn't be spotted. I guess he didn't anticipate Zampy from moving in, but he shouldn't be spotted. He shouldn't be dropping smoke. He should be taking out those outlier battleships. But I think he recognized that Zampy was the threat. The sooner that Zampy goes down, the more there is to feed on his part. But I don't know, getting spotted, it's really dangerous, and Zampy's not going to let go. The problem is he's leading Zampy into the red team. And then there's another Farragut coming in, Mr. Opportunity. He's going to get some cheap hits in. But not before Zampy puts some good damage down on that Mutsuki. Man, Mutsuki, he's got some hit points.
The ship is on fire.
And now here, Zampy's in trouble. He's the one that's getting focused. Now I'm sure he's got those. He's got the battleship and the Budyonny zoning in on him. The sooner you can get this Farragut down, the better. I mean, this is the dangerous part of the match for Zampy. Oh no! And now the Budyonny found him. Gotta get this Farragut down. Make a mistake, Farragut. Come on. Pop out of that smoke. There he is. There he is. Bad move. Buggy replay. That should be it. Oh, watch out for the torps. Kraken. Like it. Whew. That was a close one. There's that Mutsuki again. Shouldn't have been spotted. And that Budyonny's down. So it's just a Mutsuki and a Nagato. Now I think it's in hand. If this Mutsuki can go down, then the game's obviously over. And there, we have an incapacitation. We might have repaired that. He's doing a swimmy swim. But these Budyonny guns, they're laser beams. He's dead duck unless that Nagato helps him. Alright, that's the telltale sign that torps are on the way. But all it depends is what kind of spread he shoots. I think he was giving himself up. There's another kill. Kraken +1. Now there's got to be torps on the way, Zan. And you're smartly moving. Very nice. Here they come. Okay, you avoided that set. Nice. And oh, there's another set. Oh my god. He did an anticipation set. Whoa. You put camo on that torp, Zamp. Nice job. And now this Nagato's pissed. He didn't want to lose this match. He sees a low health Budyonny. Zampy puts a fire down. That definitely is going to make him even madder. These guns are in the wrong direction. So I wonder what... He must have been shooting at the guy at on the 3 line. But Zampy's putting on a little clinic here. Now pay attention. This is World of Warships 202. He's angling up to the Nagato. Completely bow on. And then Nagato can't tell the speed or the direction that Zampy's going because his smokestack is just basically black on top of his ship. And the Nagato's putting rounds ahead of Zampy while he puts another fire down. All he needs is a few more shells to come in here. He survives this match. And he is burning alive. That's going to be a +7 if he gets the right tick. He's got 3 fires down. That's it. Game over. Like I said, folks, a great match. 208 shell hits. Top of the team, 2,500 EXP. Wow. And then over 100,000 damage. What a great match. Thanks for the submission. I'll catch you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Feel free to like or comment, and if you're interested in seeing more content in the future, subscribe. My live stream is currently on Twitch at the URL you can see right there. And if you're interested in even more World of Warships videos, I highly recommend The Taste. The link is down below. Thanks again.